So how do you know if you're on the path to business success? Now, one of the slogans we have here on Modern Leadership is that we help people see things differently. So one of the things that I use to determine if I'm on the right path or not is whether I'm looking at things through an entrepreneur or a leadership lens. So what do I mean? Let me break down the 3 different ways that I think about this to make sure that I'm on the right path. Number 1 is, am I thinking about this like everyone else is? Now, when we're in the entrepreneur or leadership mindset, we're really thinking about helping people solve problems. I don't know about you, but sometimes I can literally just walk down the road and find multiple different problems that I could potentially solve. Let me just be the first to tell you that people normally don't think like that. Now, that happens in the problem-solving arena, but you also have to be thinking about things differently when something bad or wrong happens. Because the truth is, however quickly we can reframe that in our mind is how quickly we'll get back on the path to success. So when things happen to you, how quickly do you resort to, what is this trying to teach me? What do I have to gain from being open to this? You'll notice that leaders tend to reframe things really quickly because they know the quicker they get back on track, the further they're going to be able to go. Now, this also applies to the people that you hang around. I actually did a post last week inside of a mastermind team that I'm a part of that's focused on growth for YouTube. I asked if the creators were willing to work in a one-on-one capacity to help me speed up this process. And it's crazy because most people in the group were like, I don't know that that's even possible. And even if it is, it would be way too much money. Now, maybe that's the way that I used to think, but in reality, every time that I've worked one-on-one with somebody, it's gotten me results 10, 100, and 1,000 times faster. And so for me, I will trade time for money every day of the week. But that's also an indicator to me that I'm on the right path because not everybody else is willing to do that. But the truth is, as a leader, and especially as an entrepreneur, we are not most people. We are willing to lean in and do the opposite of what everybody else does, which leads me into point number 2. And that is, am I taking the same actions as others? So point number 1 was more about mindset and the direction that you're going in your brain. But point number 2 is, are you taking the same actions that everybody else is taking? Are you zigging when everybody's zagging? Because if you're just doing stuff to fit in, you're going to do exactly that, and that's fit in. But as a leader and as an entrepreneur, we want to stand out. This also has to do with the level of problems that you're solving. Are you helping your clients or your customers or the people that you lead with service level problems? Are you digging a few levels deeper to actually unlock what the root cause is of their pain? You see, most people stay on surface level things. But if I truly want to help lead and coach someone to their next version of success, I need to get to the root of their problem. It doesn't help to put a Band-Aid on a broken arm. I want to get in there, do a full x-ray, and do whatever I need to make sure it heals and to do whatever it needs to help them get back on the court again. Now, this leads into point number 3. And if you're enjoying this video, definitely smash the like button. And that is, am I hanging out with people who also think differently? Like they say, you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. But are you just trying to fit in with the crowd? What I find to be extremely important is when I join a new program or start surrounding myself with a new group of people, I always make sure that it doesn't feel like I deserve to be in the room. When I'm able to lean into that and get into the room where it doesn't feel like I belong, it gets me to elevate not only my actions, but my mindset because I'm actually hanging out in the right room. Anytime it gets comfortable again, it's time to go searching for a new room. Now, with that point in mind, you might be wondering, how do you make sure that you do get into the right room, especially when it comes to the support partners that you have, specifically around your entrepreneur and leadership journey? Don't worry, I got you covered. Tap the screen to check out this next video. This is a workshop we did that talks about the hidden factors that are influencing us, specifically around the people that we hang out with. Sometimes the wrong people can sneak in, and they may look like the right people on the outside, but really they get us off course in our business and our life. Dive into that workshop and make sure you're hanging out with the right people. And if we are that right team for you, definitely subscribe to the channel and keep leading from the front, leader.